Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we are AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Kaguya-sama Love is War, Season 2, Episode 10. I'm nervous and anxious because of the slight possibility of Ishigami getting bullied.
By the tribe of Ye.
I'm going to will it into existence that it won't happen.
We both came to that same worried conclusion that might be what's happening in the next episode.
Or in an episode in the future.
Right. It felt too on the nose that was going to be, I guess, the next part in Ishigami's story of putting himself out there and trying to change himself.
Yeah.
So I really hope that's not the case, but we do know that he has some good friends that would come to his rescue if he did in fact get bullied.
I really do love every interaction episode we get between Kaguya and Ishigami. I wouldn't want every episode to be like that because the fact that they're far and in between make it even more special. Mm-hmm. We also got a bit of Miko Ino mental progress, image training, I don't know what you'd call it, but she has now resorted to just noping out of the scene if she opens the door and sees something that she doesn't want to see.
She has a very wild imagination.
Yes.
And
it's fun to hear about.
It can take her far, and it can take her far away in really bad directions.
Yeah.
But it's entertaining.
Yeah.
So we also know that she was given a flower and a letter at some point in the past that gave her a lot of confidence and hope, and knowing that she was doing the right thing, headed in the right direction, that there was someone out there that supported her and thought she was good. And we think that it possibly could have been Ishigami, just by the dynamic that we've seen them have and how we know that Ishigami has done something for Miko in the past.
It's very possible.
I hope that it is the case.
We also got the reset point for Kaguya with her hand touching her own cheek. As well as...
It didn't work out, though.
No.
We got it, and she practiced really hard, and she was doing good with it, and then she didn't take into account that what if the president grabs that hand? She didn't train with the other hand, you know?
We ended with Miyuki getting a little jealous, seemingly, too, and then being like, I'm not jealous. Psh. I don't know if... I doubt that would lead anywhere. Like, the jealousy for Miyuki.
It's a nice thing to add in to the equation.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when you have love and you haven't confessed yet, there's a lot of different things that would definitely push for a confession or push for awareness of your own feelings. And jealousy is one of those tools.
Yeah. I don't know what to expect. I mean, it's Kaguya-sama Love is War. I'm just kind of ready to enjoy.
Yeah.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Miko, you know?
The letter?
No.
Help your brother.
She loves me not. Yep.
Oh.
Oh, this is an internal battle. Oh, this is like when Kaguya was in her internal battle with her two selves. He's like, yes.
What the
You don't know what that means. Never say it again. Oh, Ishigami! Oh,
He's
yeah,
gone through his own hardships.
So he's refusing to sign the papers.
So specific.
But that's the same festival that Ishigami is gonna be at. Just like you, Kay. Oh. This is like a stage play with the lighting.
The lighting on the She Loves Me Not. This is like genuine progress.
I like things from Miyuki's perspective.
Me too. Practice.
Is this another Chika training Miyuki arc?
Dancing.
singing along to the school chants. She's training him how to dance.
Good. Talking from experience.
No, that's not true. You will help him every time. Now it's Miko Ino's turn. Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's having a good episode so
Right?
far. 2 wins.
Everything this episode feels like it's on stage. I love this. I want to be in this club so bad.
Me too.
The land. True. So the rumor goes. Oh no, it's gonna happen.
Team Red, we wouldn't be hearing these cheers if it wasn't. Onodara's probably gonna do something. Is she worried? But they try so hard.
It really could go either way, you know?
My nerves have been, like, quieted a little bit about...
The leaders, not...
But Onodara, they said that some people were still getting revenge for her. I didn't expect his dad to be there.
Oh my god.
They're not gonna be, yep.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Daichi Fujiwara. What is happening? Oh.
Oh! She's cheering for him from far away. His dad! His dad!
Oh my god, this is the best moment of my life. Oh my god. The definition didn't change, they zoomed in.
Look at the eyes.
Oh my god.
Delightfully mischievous. What any good parent would do.
That was a perfect interaction. Look at his smile! Oh! Alright, that was season 2, episode 10 of Kaguya-sama Love is War. The last 20 seconds has me, like, itching my head.
I feel like I need to, like, rewatch that last 20 seconds.
So, like, he sees Miko Ino and then hears Kobachi say, you can do it. But I think it was just seeing Miko Ino, maybe, that like...
And we get that like hair movement, and I know it's the next girl that we see in the next shot.
Yeah. I definitely have a horrible feeling for next episode because it 100% is that girl who left the school. And I think that Onodera was very good friends with her and invited her for this redemption that's going to happen to embarrass.
Or revenge.
Exactly.
Vengeance.
Redemption in quotes. Like, as like a means of revenge.
Or an
Ishigami.
Apology.
It's hard to think it's going to be an apology when we have Ishigami dressing up in a girl's outfit.
I know, but I'm only calling upon the conversation that Onodera had with Ishigami in this episode, and she's like, can we go back to what she says, like what they say in that conversation? Because it made me lose a lot. Like, first I was like, oh, is she going to be the person that's trying to get vengeance? But she's really watching him, and she's like, okay, I'm surprised you can even come to school and act so nonchalant after what happened a normal person would. And he said, do I look like it doesn't bother me?
Yeah.
And then she just stops and stares at him.
It seems like she's like thinking about it, but if a plan's already in motion, I don't think she'd stop it.
A plan might already be in motion.
And I'm kind of happy that it doesn't seem like the whole cheer squad is in on it.
Yeah.
But all it takes is one person, and that's frightening. Because when have we gotten ever such a pure, amazing smile from Ishigami? Like, it is like setting...
It could be one of those situations, you know how they, so we had, what was her name? I said I wouldn't forget it.
Who? Kobachi, I believe?
Kobachi, Osa, I wrote it when I wasn't looking at my paper. She brought up that even though the girl had left the school, there were still people that remained thinking they were doing something righteous for her, vengeance-wise. So it could even be that the girl does not agree with this treatment of Ishigami. It could be that she comes to the festival to stop whatever this plan is.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, it could be... I've seen situations like that before in shows where characters think they're doing something for someone else, but the other person doesn't necessarily want that to be the case.
That's true. Like, maybe she doesn't even know the plan. Maybe it's just come here at this date to just see a surprise for you.
She might not even know.
Yeah. It's so true to Ishigami's character that he's not going to say anything, like, about what his side of the story was, and that it makes me feel so bad. Like, it makes me
for so many reasons he wouldn't. He would say that he didn't want to say because it was a bother, or like he didn't care or something. But, you know, it could be that maybe the true reason is because it might have been embarrassing. It might have upset someone. Maybe he actually cared about this girl and was friends with her. Maybe
the true reason was he's protecting her. The truth might have been something that would have put her down and put her in a bad light. And he was like, I'll take the blame for it, or whatever.
Maybe she was being mistreated.
Yeah, honestly.
Or maybe she, you know, something I wrote down, which it could possibly be, is, maybe he was friends with her, just completely platonic, and the boyfriend had an issue with the girl having platonic male friends, and out of jealousy spread a rumor that Ishigami was stalking her. And maybe even framed it that way to the girl. Like, he's creepy, he's been in love with you this whole time, and just pretending to be friends with you.
Yeah.
Because I did write down that, this show, Kaguya-sama Love is War, not only is talking about a romantic relationship with the opposite sex, but friendship. Mm-hmm. We have Ishigami and Kaguya, and then we have Chika and Miyuki as perfect examples of platonic, really great friendships, really caring friendships with the opposite sex.
But, like, to add on to what you just said, like, both caring friendships with the opposite sex that have been perceived at individual times as something it isn't. Mm-hmm. And that could be setting up for the Ishigami plot.
Right.
But regardless of what we can predict, it seems like it's going that route.
I just gotta say, though, that it makes me really happy to see platonic friendships in that way, where the viewer, we do not perceive it as a rival in love. Like, it's okay if the characters do, but I've seen it time and time again where they have a friendship, but one of them has a crush on the other. Yeah. And it's unrequited. And I really love solid friendships in general in shows, but the fact that it's an opposite sex situation, like girls and boys can be friends with each other, you know, and one of them not be secretly pining for the other one. Like here we have two solid examples of people genuinely caring they're not going to get anything out of it romantically or anything else. It's completely just like a care, almost like they were siblings.
It's not like it's not even perceived by other people to be potentially romantic, in the sense that it wasn't Chika looking in last episode at Kaguya and Ishigami and thinking like, oh, that could be a thing. Right. It was Miyuki.
It's only them that are perceiving it.
And it's because of that. It's because of their feelings that they're irrationally sometimes jealous, which is like true to just human nature. And it's just another thing about the show that I love.
Irrationality brings up Ishigami again, because we're told how much he hates the irrational.
Yeah. And he cares so much, and it's so sweet. And
what was Miko doing for him when she was arguing with the teacher?
It seemed like I could be wrong, I'll pull it up, but it seemed like it was Ishigami's ascension to be part of of maybe the treasurer advancing to the high school division is going overboard. I think she didn't want Ishigami to be in charge of things. Oh, wait.
No, it's the opposite.
Oh, it is the opposite. I completely messed up. My bad. This is even better. This is way better.
She was defending him.
Yeah. I didn't think Miko would defend him. The decision to keep Ishigami from advancing to the high school division. What? He's going overboard. I want to see this whole scene.
Well, I'm sure Miko didn't like that someone was assaulted and didn't fight back getting punished. He got suspended, you know?
The thought of them making such a harsh decision without hearing Ishigami's side of the story. Maybe we'll get that conversation that Miko had with the principal. Interesting. I'm sorry that I misread that. I'm so glad that I was corrected with that, because that makes me see the Miko in such a awesome light. I love their characters so much, man.
I mean, it definitely adds to the fact that it might have been Ishigami that left that flower for Miko.
Yeah.
If he's ripping signs off of her back as she walks away, they're doing stuff in silence for each other, behind each other's backs. They would never say to each other that they actually didn't hate each other. There's a bond.
Oh, well, I was just gonna read that line, because I think the next 3 lines on the screen are absolutely fantastic and pinnacle of something I love in any show, which is self-reflection and introspection about about your perspective. Miko and Ishigami hate each other, which suggests that there's some kind of bond between them. So I'll amend that statement. Miko and Ishigami don't get along well. I think that is such good perspective and just understanding of the situation in front of you. And it's no other character in this show would have the perspective that Kobachi does.
It's in a way, deep down, some of their fundamental characteristics are the same. But the issue is that one of them cares more about school and discipline and how you carry yourself. And the other one is just kind of living in the background and wants to be able to be doing their own things, but also in a way probably purposefully keeping themselves apart from other people. It's like one is pushing themselves towards people, which is pushing people away, and the other one is shrinking back, pushing people away.
Yeah. It's great. Like, the way that they, like, we had the scene of Miyuki and Kaguya walking down the hallway together, like, to the student council room, and, like, I'm gonna use that as a jumping off point to connect the Ishigami Miko situation of, like, they write the characters so well over time that it, like, we're getting actual progress, and not only on, like, an individual basis but relationship, and it feels so, like, earned and not rushed, because I'm so used to that in shows. Like, it feels like it's taking its time to really let, like, the characters breathe, and then, like, it's just so rewarding.
I mean, think
about
so
natural.
The awareness we got in this episode. Miyuki's father thinks that Kaguya likes Miyuki.
Yeah.
He literally says, like, at the end, he's like, by your evasion of answering the question, you've answered it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, now Miyuki's father knows that both of them really, really like each other.
You have such a delightfully mischievous father. I love it.
It's like she's super happy, embarrassed, and really upset all at the same time.
I'm very curious as to what he's going to do with the information, because I don't think he's just going to tell Miyuki.
No.
I also love it. It had to be that Kaguya was the one on the white team with the white bow in her hair now, like, just like as a contrast to what.
I didn't even think about that. I like that it's
always red,
different because her bow's always red.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
And if she hadn't been on the opposite team, you know, she wouldn't have had this interaction with the father, or where she couldn't necessarily cheer for him out in the open for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's the reason where she'd be embarrassed to cheer for him openly, but also they're on an opposite team, so even more reason she couldn't cheer for him.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's amazing.
Ishigami smile, though, at the end.
Dude,
I'm like,
it makes me feel so happy and so worried, because, like, it feels like the calm before the rain, or the happiness before the rain. It feels like they're hyping me up and making me so happy to murder me. I wanted to see easy to understand correlation diagram between Kaguya and the Shirogane family. I absolutely love it.
They all love her.
Yeah.
All of it is love towards her.
Uh-huh.
And I think she likes all of them as well.
Oh my god, yeah. I think she loves all of them and respects all of them.
Which just makes you so happy if you think about their inevitable future of being together. Even if Kaguya's father, if that's never, I mean, obviously it's not a family relationship. She doesn't have that family dynamic that I would say a lot of us might be used to in our own lives. And she is craving that. And it makes me so happy to know that if the inevitable is that she and Miyuki ended up I know she's a character and she's not real, but the inevitable that they could end up together and she could have a family who every member of the family cares and loves for her, and she likes them and cares for them too, is so beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I love it. It's like so...
She'd literally get a little sister, and the little sister wants to be her little sister.
Yep. It's perfect.
And you know what I just realized? Both of them are being raised by single fathers.
Yeah. I was actually thinking in a different world, in a different, probably worse storytelling like idea. Kaguya only has a mother, and then their parents start dating.
Why is it that in most anime there's only one parent left?
I don't know. I also thought in another worse scenario, Miyuki's mom is now dating Kaguya's dad.
She likes younger men though, so it wouldn't happen.
But I don't know. I thought it's so interesting that the mass character intent. Like, I don't, like, it seems like there's so much thought that went behind Miyuki's character, and there didn't necessarily, or Miyuki's dad's character, and there didn't necessarily need to be.
There didn't need to be at all, and
it
but
enhanced
I think
the story.
It totally enhances it, because if they didn't give Miyuki's dad, especially this moment with Kaguya, we wouldn't have the warmness that we feel in thinking about Kaguya's possible future with that family.
Agreed. Completely.
That's everything that she would want. Because she would also have a father figure that loved her.
Yeah. And I think that it's just terrific. Like, it's terrific writing. It was an interaction that, while it was like creeping up to happening, I couldn't stop my excitement. And
we got an interaction with Chika's father.
Daichi Fujiwara.
Why is it I feel safe and good with any character named Daichi?
Haikyuu.
I think they only name... I could be totally wrong. There could be like a really evil character in some show named Daichi, but I feel like they're normally good people.
Do you think in Daichi's prime he also had pink hair? Because
it might be the mom.
I don't know, because it is gray. But part of me is like, is there like a little bit of a hue of like a
It's
pink?
like a purpley gray.
Yeah, right? I don't know. I just love it. So Daichi's is the example of a father, of Kaguya's father done in a really caring way. Like, he's overcompensating his love in contrast to Kaguya's dad not being there. Like, he's not only taking pictures and video himself, he's asking other people to.
And we know that also think about this. This is a school with like all of the parents of these kids are the rich of the rich, the prestigious of the prestigious, they all are busy freaking people.
Exactly.
Who would have excuses to not be there.
Probably.
But the chairs are full. There are parents in like every chair.
Probably not just excuses to not be there, but legitimate reasons to not be there. And like, obviously we get told that Miyuki's dad had nothing better to do, whatever, and he doesn't have he's in and out of a job right now. But it's just such a huge like teller that Daichi is like, he's in such an important position, and he's there,
And his daughters are all like very, very happy, positive, smart.
Yeah.
And like they love to try new things and play and be happy, and they're also really good at interpersonal relationships.
Yeah.
All of them have close friends.
Like that. There was a shot of Ishigami when he's holding his sports water and like drying off with the towel, and it reminded me of Miyamura.
Sports water.
It looked like Miyamura to me.
It does. You know what I was thinking of in a different show reference to Ishigami and the Yay Squad, or the Tribe of Yay, is Mob Psycho.
Body Improvement Club.
The Body Improvement. It's like they adopted him.
Yeah.
And that's how the leaders were acting. I was so happy to get that. That there were people who actually were looking out for him.
Yeah.
Even if there is someone who's not looking out for him, it makes me happy that there's a group of people other than the student council who don't have this hatred towards him. I know it's mostly the first year girls.
Yeah. But it's nice to know that there are people who are judging him based off of what they like, their interactions with him,
and they're seeing him try.
Yeah, and acknowledging that effort, and like, which is great that Ishigami's putting in that effort.
I like that she goes there to tell them that just in case they don't know, he's not doing this as a joke.
It's amazing.
Like, we know. Oh my God.
It's I'm really excited to inevitably read the manga, because I would love to. In a way, it feels like a manga brought to life in a great way. But that being said, I haven't read the manga. It feels so well storyboarded, and like everything seems so intentional that I wonder if like literally everything is pulled from the manga exactly how it is, or they've taken creative liberties with the animation.
If it's exactly like it, then each panel would basically be super fun and interesting.
Yeah.
And art.
We know that the
cover art
The color
for the manga is amazingly beautiful.
It felt like, we said it multiple times, it felt like a stage. Like, it felt like a stage play. Like, at least the first 2 stories. It's great. One of my favorite episodes, to be honest.
Yeah. But now I'm even more nervous for the next episode because of the last shot we got of the girl who is basically the reason that Ishigami is hated.
Yep. I think Miko Ino would kick someone's ass if they tried to fuck with Ishigami, to be honest.
I mean, Miko would know this girl, right?
Yeah, supposedly. But she wouldn't know the story, I guess. Like, the truth. Unless Ishigami told her, but... hey, if I'm Ishigami and if I have a crush on someone, I would, and there's this rumored past about me that makes me look bad, I wouldn't want to sign my name to a love letter to try to hurt someone else or like make them feel uncomfortable.
Also, I think another thing about their dynamic, I think Miko, if Ishigami was just a burnout, you know, who had nothing, who wasn't talented, who wasn't smart, who had nothing to give or contribute, she wouldn't pay as much attention to him. It's the fact that he is smart and he is sweet and caring and has really great characteristics that are, in her mind, probably going to waste. Yeah. And I think that's where the anger comes from. That's a really good
guess. I could totally see that playing out.
That's probably more frustrating to her.
I wonder how much I would like that to be the case. I wonder how much of it's truth. I wonder how much...
How much is us just hoping that that's the case?
At the end of the day, Ishigami doesn't do, like, the best in school, and he slacks off sometimes, and, like, I understand that, but some of that just might be because he's not a great student, and he's not, like, as smart as some people, but, like, regardless, there are positive qualities in him that other people are not seeing, and I hope and think Miko, can see them. Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time.